Okay, so all week I've been working with the team on the 2-to-1 and what we call the angel, the arm drag. And here you can see my right hand is being stubborn and just collectively getting control of the arm, going back to closed guard. And both Carlos and I are just doing a post training after Saturday morning class. We always try to get in the black belts, get their training in, nothing too crazy. Professor Carlos is kind of hunting and setting up this straight ankle lock, which he is really evolved in, so I have to respect it. But I'm just kind of going with the energy. I've learned when I sit up, he automatically puts me in a X guard and then wrestles back into the straight ankle lock. So I'm just like, I'm not going to let you have that today. And also being very respectful with my right leg extended. I got the boot on, always able to come up. And I get that underhook to avoid that X guard that he loves here recently, which there he tries again, and just kind of relax. What's great about these rows is that, you're training with somebody that is proficient, and we're working just basic movements, filling each other's fundamentals, and working from there, just kind of flowing with it, and putting our energy and our strength in the right area. He catches me in a key lock, and I respect it, but I want to stay active in passing, so I'll just posture up here in a second and just kind of force my way out. And again, just passive, good energy, good grips, nothing too crazy. It was a cold morning, so we're just working things through. Of course, another leg entanglement, which isn't too great for me, but I'm just kind of surprising some different movements. And then I feel that the 50-50 is there, which is a great position for me. Love that position. And then I know now with the new rule set in the IBJJF, we got 20 seconds. So I'm keeping that in mind, programming myself to work in the future from this position so I can stay active and hunt for the straight or whatever availability. Here I throw the leg over, putting max amount of pressure on his hips, and just finding and seeing what this turns into. I catch a leg, and we're going to get the extension for the finish.
Roll over, but it worked.
There you go, sir.
Yeah.
Well, it was like a situation like that is almost like I can't panic, so I just kind of like just go with the flow. And it's crazy how the flow actually can fill in gaps sometimes, when you're in the bad spot. Because a lot of that was just natural, just moving like, okay, don't fight it, just kind of control, just flow around it. Yes, ma'am.
When you're in close guard and you're on the bottom and the person on top puts their leg up, like what you just kind of grab underneath?
When you still have their guard closed?
Well, I mean, it's open by that time. These guys, they put their leg out, and you just grab underneath it. And
so like you're here and then they open your guard.
Right.
And then he picks up a foot.
He puts a leg up, yeah.
Puts a leg up? So he puts a leg up?
Like under his leg to hold it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do you do for
So number one is we're going to want to use our legs as a frame. So we're going to go into an open guard now that it's open. Okay? Some of the basic concept is getting his hips away from you because that's where his power is at. So I'm going to try to manage. As soon as I feel him open my guard, immediately I'm going to start getting grips and pushing their hips away from them. Step number one, get his power away from him. Step two is maintain those inside quadrants, right? The inside chest area and hips is the main thing. Now, from here, there's other things. We're going to be able to maintain a guard. So if he has that leg up, then we could do like what Professor Clark did with the shin to shin sometimes, because we're exercising some kind of guard. When he opened our guard, we're not having an active guard here. So now there's really these feet and these frames aren't really helping me. My arm strength is just limited. I can only do so much up here. So we need to engage our strongest part of our legs. So typically what happens is, when I feel him open my guard, boom, I immediately go boom, boom, and get my grips and try to get his arms, his elbows, and his hips kind of separated from each other. Because that way at least he's not able to maximize his core strength, you know what I mean? And that'll help stop him just a little bit. The cool thing about the legs is that it's going to support over 100 pounds. So you'll be able to support a little bit more weight this way. Now from here, what we're trying to do is we're trying to step up and start working the angel. Start working towards, okay, this is what I need. So now I'm kind of sitting up, I'm using these frames, course, he's gonna be pushing my leg down and stuff, and yeah, we're gonna be fighting here, but I never lose concept on the grip, and then also kind of keeping his hips away from me as much as possible. The only time that is not a question is if we get him back in close guard and start all over again. Then it's okay that his hips are my bind. Yes, ma'am. It's called active guard.